Hello YouTube, it's your girl Kimberly. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. In this video, we're going to be talking about Fenty Beauty's Eaze Drops Blurring Skin Tint. So this is my first impressions. I've been wearing it for a couple days, so I want you guys to know the real deal on this foundation in my initial review of trying it on. So if you want to see more, keep watching. Alright, thank you so much for being here. So I'm gonna give you guys a little background. Basically, I got the foundation during the Sephora Beauty Insider sale. Been wearing it for a couple days. I put it on my face, I would say about 4 or 5 hours ago, and this is what I look like. Now, more information on my shade. I range from 400 to 420 depending on the time of year. So fall, winter, that's when I'm usually going to be around that 400 shade, and then springtime, early summer, I'll be 420. So right now I'm 420, so I went and got shade 20, and I would say it's a perfect match. So I feel like I got this shade based on the shade range match system from Fenty's website, so please use that if you have other Fenty products, right? So when I first applied this, I used a flat foundation brush from Sephora. That's like a liquid, powder, cream, any kind of product you want to use it for, brush. Blended it on my skin, and then it was okay. The first time I wore it, I just wore it by itself. But the first time I wore this foundation and I didn't powder it, I looked crazy after about 2 hours. So today when I wore the foundation, after I applied the foundation, the first thing I did was set it with my Fenty Beauty Powder Foundation. Pro Filter Soft Matte Powder Foundation is the full name. And I am the shade 420 in this also. So, let me see. I'm holding like 8 things in my hand right now, trying to multitask, doing the most. So, I'm going to cover the mirror. That way I'll try not to blind you guys, but that's the shade right there. So I put this all over my face. So that was when I first applied it. I didn't use any primer, straight on my skin. What I will say is that this foundation is very wearable, very lightweight, and I think it will work for most skin types. You will just have to wear it differently depending on your skin type. First things first, I guess, do you guys want to see like the packaging and stuff? It's not anything too crazy, but why not, right? Hold on, let me secure some other things I'm holding down here. I'm gonna powder my face again in the course of this video because it's irking me. This right here is so shiny. So it has this little hexagonal shaped packaging. It's nice and plastic, so you can't break it, and it has a little squirt tube at the top to squirt the foundation out, which I really love. Pumps limit how you can use the product. You always feel like, oh, I got too much, I got too little. And when you make it a squirt bottle, it just makes it so much easier for the foundation. Even though pumps are classy, and when you have that metal pump, it does bring some sophistication to the, sorry, I'm gonna scoop back. There we go. It brings some sophistication to the packaging, but in terms of the practicality of it all, the pumps are a little problematic. I like the plastic packaging. It's transparent enough so you can see the shade a little, which I kind of like. But I'm also one of the people, like I said, I'm clumsy. I drop things all the time. The glass ones, I always have a mini heart attack that I broke it. I'm always like, did I break it? Oh my gosh. But hopefully I didn't break it. So, like I said, anyone can wear this foundation. It's really just going to depend on your skin, how you wear it. So, for example, I have combination skin. So I'm here with Sephora 80 brush and the powder foundation because we got to do something about this. As you can see, the ring light and my forehead are a lethal combination, and it's shining bright like a diamond, in the words of Rihanna, right? So I'm gonna put a little powder, not too much, because I don't want it to look cakey, but I'm gonna try and take it down a little bit. The ring light is fierce, so there's only but so much I could do, but I am gonna just try and get in there a little bit. So my chin is egregious right now. There we go. So I love to powder this down with the foundation. If you use social media, There we go. So the finish of this is like what we call a natural matte. I would say it has the possibility to be that if you powder it. So natural matte meaning there's like ultra matte, where it's like Studio Fix Fluid, Too Faced Foundation, Born This Way, you're gonna be like matte. Then there's natural matte, which is like you don't look dewy unless you have oily skin, but for everybody else you just have like a natural kind of finish to your skin, but it's not dewy or overly shiny. And then there's satin, which is like your skin but better and a little bit of dew but not full dewy. And then there's going to be your dewy foundation. So this is like a satin to satin matte. It's somewhere in that area. The color payoff is amazing. I think my skin looks awesome, if I must say so myself. Really great pigmentation. Like I said, it's blurring. So if you're one of those people that you're just like, oh, I don't want to see any natural discoloration on my face, then I would say then skip this, go straight to the matte Fenty, and that'll be your thing. But with this foundation specifically, it looks really beautiful. It looks really lifelike. Like, clearly not someone who wears makeup, but if a regular person just saw me, they might be like, oh, her skin looks cute, you know. They wouldn't necessarily think like I'm wearing a face of foundation. Easy to apply, easy to blend, doesn't have any fragrance that is gonna like bother you or anything. Yeah, it has like no smell. So I mean compared to average foundations, it might take a little more product if you're trying to get that complete makeup covered look. But I just used 2 quarter size amounts on like 1/4 from one side of my face, and the other quarter size amount meaning like this much on like the back of my hand, and then put it on my face for each side. And I think it came out really pretty. I think it's really natural, really lightweight. You feels like nothing's on your face. It's like lotion. You just put it on and forget about it. What I don't like about the foundation, so I'm gonna put the exact price in the description box. That's what that thing's called. In the description box. So it's about $30 for this foundation. And at first I was just like, okay, foundation, $30, that seems normal. But then I flipped over the back, of course, after I've been using it for a couple days, and saw that this is 32 milliliters. So 1.08 fluid ounces. And then I was thinking, this reminds me of, and I think this was $30. And I was like, this reminds me of MAC Face and Body. And then I was like, well, they're about the same size container. So was MAC Face and Body only 32 milliliters? And it turns out that MAC Face and Body, this small, is 50 milliliters. So I'm like, how is it filled with plastic in these sides? Like, why is it that this bottle is the same height but has so much less product? And I mean, granted, the average foundation is only like an ounce or an ounce and a half, but I feel like for the demographic situation that this is for, I think it could have been a bigger bottle, or maybe like take out the little angles and make it flat to the ground so you can make it more product. I don't know, but that 32 milliliters, that just seems like such a small amount of foundation. But like I said, the average foundation bottle is 1 ounce, so it is kind of like in line with them. But I only have this tiny Face and Body, which is funny. It's the MAC with no C anymore because I've had her for that long. But I'm definitely gonna get a new one. If you're interested, I'm gonna do a comparison video because these are basically like, this is like the big sister, baby sister, and it's the same family. I'm gonna do a comparison, but I'm C7 in Face and Body, just in case you're curious. But yeah, I find that this foundation is, like I said, it's lightweight. There's so many shades because it's Fenty. Doesn't smell. I haven't had any issues with breakouts or allergic skin reactions or anything like that. I I've never had with a Fenty foundation, but you know, just to throw that out there for the sensitive skin people, I think this is something you can try, and it's definitely lightweight. I think this is the kind of either this or no, I'm gonna stick with liquid. A lightweight liquid foundation is what everybody needs, like, because very few people want to have a cakey face look, right? Most people want natural looking skin, just no discoloration. So when you're using the other foundations that are heavier and thicker and more coverage, then you constantly have to worry about with your application, are you putting too much? Does it look cakey? Is it drying out? Or how is it acting on your skin? But this kind of foundation is more flexible, more give and go, blendable, and just makes it easier for you to create beautiful skin. And especially considering that we're not going many places where like you could just be out with your makeup living your best life like regular, I think that lighter is better compared to getting a full coverage liquid foundation and trying to sheer it out. Like, just get something sheer, and if you feel like there's a part of your face that's really bad and you want to cover it up, then maybe you need to start investigating more into concealers and color correcting, because you don't want to have a full cake face just because there's a couple of marks over here that you want to cover up. You get what I'm saying? And that is why I love this Eaze Drops foundation. I think it's great. I think it's lightweight, very wearable. Coming soon, the beauty battle between these two, but I really do like the Eaze Drop. So I know a lot of people are wondering, debating. It's on sale right now at Sephora, so it's like, should I get it, should I not get it? You should get it. What I would say though is that if you are predicting, or based on your normal skin behavior over the years, if you know that you're about to start going and transitioning into a darker shade, skip the color you are now and get your color that you're going to be like a couple months from now. That way you could get more wear out of it, and maybe just wear it a little more sheer while you're lighter, and then as you start to tan and get darker, then it'll be like the perfect match for you. So love the Eaze Drops. Go get it, use your discount, and if it's not on sale, it's still worth the money. It's a good foundation. Even from my initial impressions working her out, I think she's good. I'm gonna keep wearing her and keep doing the side-by-side comparison about which is better. I will say that for the oily skin people, what you're gonna need is a primer, oil controlling primer, or oil controlling setting spray that you put on before your makeup. Then you're probably gonna want to powder it once you put it on your face. If you have dry skin, go straight in with the product. Nope, I lied. If you have dry skin, make sure you moisturize, then go in with the product. If you have really dry, like peely spots, make sure you exfoliate those good before you put on any foundation. And for the combination girls, you're just gonna want to set the oily places with powder. I think it looks really pretty and natural and lightweight. I think it's a great foundation. So those are my first impressions. It's been wearing for a long time. There's tons of videos that are like wear tests online, so people are really putting it through the paces, and for the most part they're coming out good. Definitely follow the hashtag Eaze Drops and see what people are doing to this foundation to try and like make her break. They have their foot on her neck. I'm gonna leave it at that. But this is a really great foundation and I love it. So if you have any questions about it in terms of irritation, or like did it poop in the wrinkles under your eyes, did it crease and stuff like that, leave those questions in the comments below. That way I could get back to you guys. All right, so thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time.